Hi guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I have my weekly loves and letdowns for you. Now this week I had nothing but loves. I did not have one single letdown, which is always a good thing. So first I'm going to start off with a primer and a foundation that I pulled out of my collection that have been neglected and I've had in my collection for quite some time. If you guys watched my recent Finish 5 by Fall tag update video, you guys will know that I have been kind of inspired or kind of motivated to go through my collection and try to use up products that maybe need to be used up, or products that I had in my collection for quite some time, or maybe like sample size products. So that tag video really motivated me. That tag video really motivated me to actually go through my collection and try to use up some other products that need to be used up, basically. So that's what I did, and I pulled out my Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer and my Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation, these two right here. So this is the primer, and I actually really like this primer. I like it because it feels like a primer and a lotion in one, and I just really love the way it feels when it's applied onto the skin. It says you can use it alone or under or over makeup. I always find it funny when primers say you can use it over makeup. I just don't see how that would work. But it says skin perfecting primer can be worn alone, under makeup, or on top to create a perfect matte complexion. Control shine for up to 8 hours. Ultra lightweight formula minimizes the appearance of pores. So it definitely minimizes the appearance of pores, but why I mainly like it is because it feels like that primer and lotion in one. I also have another primer by L'Oreal. It's like the L'Oreal Revitalift. I think it's the Miracle Blur Moisturizer, and I really love that one because it's kind of the same concept, I feel. So it's just like a creamy white formula and consistency. It just really feels like kind of like a thick lotion, but it does blur pores and imperfections at the same time. So I just really love this, and it's super affordable because you can find it at the drugstore. I mean, Rimmel products are really cheap. So I'm not really sure how much this costs, but I'm sure it cost under $9. So it doesn't really have much of a scent. So I also love this because it just makes my foundation go on a lot smoother and even, and I just really love it. So next is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. I have been using this every single day this week, and I really love this foundation. I know there's some people that love this and then some people that don't love this. Some people have said that it's broken them out. I personally have not had a problem, and I do have sensitive skin. There's lots of products that do break me out, but this is not one of them. So I've been really loving this, and I want to say it's under $7. Gosh, I almost want to say it's $4.99, but I'm not 100% sure. I got it when they first came out, and I used to use it like a little bit in the beginning, and it's just been sitting in my drawer, and I haven't used it since. So I pulled it out, and as you can see, I've used quite a bit. I actually have been really enjoying this. So let me just read to you what it says on the back. It's Feather Light Liquid Mousse blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte baby soft finish. Lightweight texture, won't feel heavy or greasy. So it has like a mousse consistency, which I personally love. These kind of mousse consistency foundations. Like, it kind of reminds me of my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. That's like one of my all-time favorite foundations. I just love the coverage, the finish. There's something about the mousse textures foundations that I really like. So I find the best way to apply this is to actually squeeze a little bit on the back of my finger and then just dab it all over my face and then blend it with the brush. I used to put it on the back of my hand and dip my brush into my hand and then blend it into my skin, but I found that I wasted so much product doing that because I always squeezed out way too much. A little bit goes a long way. This is definitely a full coverage foundation, and it does give you a nice matte finish, and I feel like it's lightweight. To me, it doesn't feel heavy, and I feel like it does give you a baby soft finish like it says. It just really looks smooth on the skin. I wouldn't say it looks natural unless you really put a light layer on, but I don't recommend you put a lot on because I think it could look cakey very quickly. So a little bit goes a long way. Full coverage, matte. It really controls my oil. I've been loving this. especially the two combinations together. And I actually really do love the packaging of these. They're just in a squeeze tube. I just find that very easy, especially if you're traveling. Just throw this in your travel bag. It doesn't weigh a lot. It's just easy to dispense. And I just really love this. So it's very affordable, and that's a good thing too. Next is this e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush. This is $3. I think I got mine when e.l.f. had a 50% off sale, so I only paid $1.50 for this. And what I've been using this for, I mean, this is actually a very great multi-purpose brush, but lately what I've been using it for is to set my under eye concealer. So I'll just get a translucent powder, swirl my brush in it, and then I just pat this on. So what I like to do is pat powders onto my face rather than kind of blending them in. So I just love this to actually pat the powder right under my eyes, and I just think it's perfect for that. It's soft, it's affordable, it's just a really great size too. So this brush is also good for bronzer and for blush. So I think it's perfect for blush because it is round and you can just buff the blush into your cheekbone area in circular motions, and I think it works really well for that. But I also think it's really great for bronzer because it's small enough where you can kind of contour with it, and then it also is round, so it's great for like blending the bronzer around your hairline. So I find this is a really great multi-purpose brush, and it's super affordable. So I love this, highly recommend that brush. I never have any problems with the e.l.f. brushes like this shedding. I've never had a problem with them shedding. So, and I have quite a few of them that I actually really like. So next I want to talk about a facial moisturizer that I have been in love with, and I really wanted to buy the full size. And I had a feeling this is probably an expensive brand because I really haven't heard anybody talk about it. I've never actually heard of it before, but I got this in an Ulta like cosmetic bag with a bunch of samples that they gave me quite some time ago with an online purchase. So I just started using this past week, and I love this facial moisturizer so much. I really want to buy the full size. So yesterday I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go onto Ulta.com and see how much this costs. I had a feeling it's an expensive brand, but it is astronomically expensive. Like, I was blown away at how expensive it was. So this is the Kinerase Advanced Cream, and guess how much this costs. Guess how much this is. It is I think it was $119. I have never in my life spent that much on a facial moisturizer. I don't even think I've ever spent $60 on a facial moisturizer, not even $50 on a facial moisturizer. So $119, and then I went onto Amazon to see if I could find it any cheaper. I think Amazon had one on there for $219. I don't know if it was bigger or what. I didn't look at the ounces difference or the difference in ounces, but I was like, $200 for a facial moisturizer? No. But the thing is, on Ulta.com, this actually was on sale. All the stuff from this brand was on sale, and I think the facial moisturizer that was usually $119, this one here, the Advanced Cream, I think it was on sale for like $80-something, and I was like, okay, maybe that is manageable. I think I could spend maybe $89 on it because I do love it that much. But it was sold out and out of stock because it was on sale. So many people purchased it. So I'm just really sad that it's out of stock, because if it was on sale, I would have totally purchased it at the sale price, even though it's still an arm and a leg. But you guys don't understand how amazing this moisturizer is. It's just a white cream. It's kind of thick, but I just love the way that it feels on my skin. It says, Kinerase Advanced Cream helps improve the appearance of skin texture, tone, blotchiness while gently moisturizing dry and sensitive skin. It is for all skin types, and it's hypoallergenic. Oh, you guys, I need this lotion in my life. It has really, I mean, my skin has felt kind of like it's starting to get dry, and this has just been amazing for my skin. It feels so good, and it doesn't really have a scent to it. Oh. You guys, I need this. If you guys have heard about this, if you guys know anywhere else that I can purchase it, I wonder if Beauty.com has it, because sometimes you get a coupon from Beauty.com. I'm gonna have to go look. But this stuff, amazing, and I totally want to buy the full size, but I can't bring myself to spend $119 on a moisturizer. Ooh. Woo. Okay, moving aside from that, I'm going to talk about an eyeshadow palette, actually a couple eyeshadow palettes that I have been using consistently all week long. One I've already talked about in a recent review video, so I'm only going to briefly go over that. But first let's talk about this. This is the ItCosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and I actually did a full review on this when it came out last year, so I will link that video down below if you haven't seen it. But this is the packaging, which I really don't love that much. It's like suede and it's pink, and I just think it looks kind of cheap. I don't know, I don't really love the actual material that it's made out of. It has the mirror, it's just a magnetic palette, and these are all the shades in here. So these are all matte colors, which I really, really love, and you get a really great variety of shades in here. And then it comes with this color over here. This is the Transforming Pearl shade, which is supposed to be like an eyeshadow topper, so you can use any of these matte shades and then put this Transforming Pearl over it, and it's supposed to give it like a sheen, you know. I find this eyeshadow okay to be worn by itself or as a brow bone highlight or even as like an inner tear duct highlight, but I really don't like applying it over the matte shadows. I really just kind of feel like it makes them dull. So it is really pretty. It does have a nice sheen to it. It's just when you apply it over the matte shadows, I just think it doesn't do anything nice. So but I really love this palette. I love all the shades in here. It is so pretty. So you just get such a great variation of shades in here. I mean, you have really light ones, you have tons of transition colors that you can use, you have some deeper shades, you have not only mostly neutrals, but you also have like a violet, kind of a bluish color over here. And I just feel like there's a lot you can do with this, especially if you use it in conjunction with other palettes. So I really, really love it. I think the pigmentation good, the blendability is great. I mean, see how pigmented these are? Really, really pigmented. So I really love this. I had neglected it for quite some time. So like I said, I've been going through my collection, seeing what I've been neglecting and trying to pull it out and use it. So that was one palette that I got last year, and it has totally been neglected, and I've been loving it. Now with that palette, I have been using my Ofra Diamonds Are Forever shadows with it. I recently did an Ofra Cosmetics review video. I will link it down below in case you guys are interested and haven't seen it yet. But these down here are my Ofra Diamonds Are Forever shadows that come in this palette right here. I actually depotted my Too Faced Bonbons eyeshadow palette that was from, was it last year or the year before? It was so bulky and big, and I depotted the shadows and just put them in here. They're already magnetic, and it worked out perfectly. So the bigger shades down here are the ones from Ofra. They are beautiful. Today I am wearing this shade right here. They don't individually have names, but they have a beautiful pigmentation to them. They're very, very pigmented. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. So this one I actually am wearing all over my lid today. I love it. It is beautiful. It's probably one of my favorites. Another one that I used this week is this one right here. It's like a rose gold shade. I mean, look how pigmented. That's one swipe right there. Gorgeous. So those two I use quite a bit. I did use some of the other shades in here, but those were the ones that I kind of consistently use, were these two right here. They're the lightest ones in the bunch. But I think this palette is beautiful. So it's just handy because it comes in this palette. It looks kind of like a Z palette, but it's a little bit different material. But it's just nice flat, and it's great for travel. You can mix and match eyeshadows because it is magnetic. So I've really been enjoying those Ofra shadows, and I will insert a picture of all of them swatched on the back of my hand from yesterday's video. And that way you can just get a little glance at all the shadows swatched. They're beautiful, highly pigmented, beautiful metallic shades. I love metallic colors, so right up my alley. So next I want to mention two more Ofra cosmetic products. I did mention these in my review video, but if you did not see it, then now I can tell you a little bit about them. I don't want to go into too much detail just because I did do that whole separate video on these products. But I wanted to briefly mention them because I have been using them this entire week and I have been in love with them. I am wearing them today. First one is this highlight right here. It is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it. It is the Ofra Illuminating Blush Strips. And it is gorgeous. So it has these different strips of color, but I've been mainly sticking to the top section right up here, and that is what's giving me this beautiful highlight that I am in love with. And you really don't need to swipe your brush in here. I mean, you seriously just barely need to dab your brush in there and you're gonna get a ton of product. It's a very, very pigmented, very glowy, which I'm kind of digging right now. I mean, it is extremely glowy. Now, I think this is a product that is probably best for somebody with a lighter complexion, just because this white right here is highly pigmented, and I feel like it's gonna be too stark white for some people of a darker skin tone. So that's what it looks like, just that white one by itself. But this is kind of what it looks like with the two upper shades blended out. Do you see how glowy that is? Oh, it's gorgeous. Let me give you a little swatch of the bottom section. So if you're a darker complexion, I guess you could use more of the bottom section down there, which I tend to stay away from just because it's kind of dark for me. Let me swirl my finger in all of the products, and then you get more like of a pinky, so you can kind of mix it up. So see, it's more pinky if you mix them all together, then it's more white if you just use the upper section, and then it's really, really bronzy if you use the lower section. So I've been mainly just sticking to the top section. It just works really well for my light complexion. It's highly pigmented, a little goes a long way. You really just need to tap your brush into the product and swipe it on your face. If you swirl your brush in there, it's gonna kick up some product and you're gonna apply way too much to your face. So I just highly recommend dabbing your brush in it and then putting it on. Don't swirl, because you're gonna look like a clown. So the next product from Ofra that I've been loving is this right here. This is the Mosaic Powder Roman 3D Mosaic is the name of this one. And it's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today as blush, and I just really, really, really love this. I feel like it would go with a lot of looks, and sorry, that's what it looks like. And I just swirl my brush through all of the shades, and you just get this beautiful mauve-y pink. Oh, it's just stunning, and it is matte, so it's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, and it's so pigmented. Oh, I just love, love, love this. I thought it went really well with the lips that I'm wearing today, so I've been using this all week. Well, pretty much all week. There's another blush that I had from Ofra that I talked about in my review video that I also use, but this one I used a little bit more and I just absolutely love it. I do have a coupon code for you guys for 30% off your entire purchase through December 3rd. I don't make any commission from it. I will leave it down below in case you guys are interested in checking out Ofra Cosmetics. And you can also check out my review video if you want more details. So that is it. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I have my weekly. So first I'm going to start off with a foundation and the 103 True Ivy. Dude, I cannot talk today. This one is in True Ivory.